Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
But Prof, I can say in Cranshaw was sorry, me sure what the story about Ghanaian pastor is Sylvester Furry. Our bonny return now America, bonny to Akuno. Iti asofunu mu na
come meet us here once a while and dear kakra bebem send ye you nyina correct I mean say ebinum ejanum bi omo konsore asofo binum ni ade efie enye no eye sometimes special cases nipa no ankasa ewo a mental problem na ya na but some of them have mental problems. Now, nipa na ebi or mental problems so when ya emwa ho anger management, for example, case here what to anger management. Kwan ben so ne din dan abufu. Bible is not against anger, but Bible calls on us to regulate, to control our anger. I say be angry but don't sin. And to me I'm a buff. Now no, what can you do to make sure say sa abufu no and translate it into some disastrous expressions. So, and what we need to do is say, as I said, religious organizations strengthen the counseling ministries. Share idea go kwemu danda nipa eboa nipa na nipa no etiase se me fa onsohemu a eno nkyere se my life has ended. Come I met a young man bia no akọ prison aba prison no call in light of the announced expose of buy no some time ago no e kwa fast call prison no kwa na say nsem ho but oba no was so broken and me fi some time ago amene Professor Angelo Furiata ba program you know.
Yeah.
That day, end of frame me kono. Was me hiamwa. Come, abrante ne bai e den shegu kwemu. Ye ma some practical interventions and now una you marvel. Why you fine? Why worry or you know juma life is going on well. Your channel said you see solve problems. These are social skills. Say asamto and problem solving skills asamto. How do you approach it? Don't look at adversities, challenges, hardship. Say a announcement of an eternal disaster for you. Say assembly toa. Chese mewu. I can't cast I back on say. Very often these are dangerous beliefs. Any sayings in our system I was a challenge. Say very often owo is a permanent state. Where free muko. But very area I can't cause an say yeah.
So
look at the contrast. So and you say share a nipa in crime. And so be tell him now. Yes I fret come here we call on government again say sir ade yekoso yes rabbi. Say aban to na mono make investment in mental health. And here one. Number 2. Some brand da wa say obi attempting is so mu a yan punish no come here training for about 245 judges across the country in 2017. My training there 3 times. I'm a police officer, the homicide unit in Accra twice. Say you who be sir and say Yabneko police station. In fact, the Mental Health Act in 2012 no our provision me in the law say so who say obi I suicidal if a diversion faneko time now buku no say what we know if you see that diabetes no faneko a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a mental health practitioner for assessment. And in the mental health law, at least it provided some provisions. Was our law no implementation? So you try to buy. All of these are needed. Now, to me, Abua actually share the mental health of citizens and also economic development. Say, yeah, no hard ones. No say roads. Yo, number no. Nipa na better be on the road. Tis an you on top of Hanuma. No, on road, no, so I'm coming. What happened?
Prof, you have no idea what this was supposed to be a 5-minute conversation. We just wanted to talk about World Suicide Prevention Day. We've done what? Almost 40 minutes or counting. But you have no idea the kind of feedback a free more about as we speak.
Oh.
On a light note, Obia or say Otiha and Uja wenum fefe na enyumrei Brabi Joe no table tennis table so.
Oh, no.
One ni pakro. O si oni table tennis match na.
Oni say ana oba asamato no.
I say Brabi Joe no ho no here. But Prof, on a serious note, me kind me messages ni be some are touching. Obviously, there's one encouragement people must observe when thinking of committing suicide. Job went through consecutive troubles, yet he stood on his grounds without committing suicide. If there's any person to commit suicide, it would have been Job, but he didn't. Eventually, things turned out to be better than before. And here, Pythagoras. And now the buyer. Nanajua says, very educative program this morning. When I fell ill and was in severe pain, I told my family I wanted to die.
That's right.
I rescinded my decision when I was told there's a treatment and I'll survive. And here, Doris, you're saying, no, brain
and there's on that. Those who are going through chronic conditions and supposedly untreatable conditions, they are very suicidal.
I see. This one says, excellent interview. Can you find out from Prof? How does the comparison we make in life influence such decisions? Say many are taking yana call a beer Form 1. Na and name share tika bra na me hwe me dia. Ase wakona ni majami. Intino amanfo be start na enkoyi mamio na hwe, you know, comparing with others. E beer na mi wo school na minimade St. Joseph Osafo. Nso ne abrabo nti ono professor me de school kura menwie. Na mi hu Joseph Osafo na me tene kan radio so I feel shortchanged. Sanya mani nyina no, how does it influence comparison? Na umpacho we short if my main kind one me board no craving. This one says God bless you guys for the life-saving mental disorder discussion. We plead with government to make seeking mental help or seeking for mental health easy and comfortable. That is Farouk in Tema. And then Bibri Waha me sure say Michael from Toronto, I'm Toronto. Was one of the causes of committing suicide is some medication in Rankofofa. I work at a hospital and the doctor will tell us to monitor a particular patient after taking a particular medication. Doc Mushishi Munumi Nim say Ibienru near de Ena Eya. What the prof is saying is true. I am over 60 years old. My job is nothing to write home about. So sometimes I prefer to end my life. If you see me, you suspect that I have that in mind. I truly didn't have. Some of the messages. Instead of the law putting individuals in jail for attempting suicide, it should rather put them in rehabilitation centers, which funnily enough has been neglected by politicians. It's about time government starts building more rehab centers. Omari Boachi Emmanuel, University of Ghana. It's sad when you hear people committing suicide. I have a friend who lives in Cape Coast. He committed suicide because people mocked him because he was disabled. He hung himself in his room. Good morning, Chairman General. I met a girl around 1 a.m. on the streets of cantonments in Accra, ready to commit suicide. Sadly, 3 days later, she died. Nana Kwesi sensed that one. And I was very suicidal when I thought all hope was lost. I didn't harm myself because I knew I was a nice person. Well, not everybody would have that energy and enthusiasm or vitamin D. Prof, is there any... Life is in its entirety cannot be understood. But if we confide in people and the society also lends a helping hand, things will change. Chrissy Reynolds in Agona Dobing. Prof.
Kwame.
Obisi Mimbisa say, are there some signs associated with committing suicide? Prof can be very waha anope. And when I was a teenager, I attempted suicide twice. because of abuse by my aunt, whom I was living with. 6 years ago, the thought of suicide occurred to me again when my wife packed out of the house whilst I was away. Just as the thought occurred, I thought of who will cater for my children. Today, I am a commander and I'm counseling a lot of people for good reason. Me needing a friend. Now, how about postpartum disorder? Some women develop a feeling of loneliness, fear, and suicidal tendencies, especially the first time after they become mothers. What does Prof think about this? Kwame, my friend's husband hanged himself in their room. They were having a nice conversation. He sent his wife to get him something. When she came back, he had hung himself in the room. He showed no signs of depression. What could have happened? Prof. Dosso. Problem. I'm getting a bit carried away with this thing.
Drugs and substance, no, it play a role among young people. In fact, recent analysis be by 20% of GHS4 in Ghana. In fact, so what this tramol menace.
Yes.
Omo you super papa. Now say some years for na crusades. And Kwame, I was awoken to this rude reality when one a buy born again. So was a crusade now call it for souls. And you bring me a year and a bonus. Kwame, more than 70% of them were on tramol and ranting. So the question is, what is happening? Somebody can say, so I to me uncle school, like Obi Esani earlier on. When to me uncle school, maybe a so-called, as he said, grammatical education. When being at university, no. Now, into me, I'm build the other side of the brain, the right brain. Now, nipa no abuano no so to me and some maybe a. Then they are loitering about, and when they loiter about, they want. It's a comment. We need a juma. Loss of job create lack of meaning in life. You can't mean that. Adibia, a shishawa general, who say, me were 0.0, meniche 0.1, me 3.1, meniche 0.10. So we miss a hand, no, I had not need drugs, a play a role. Meaning is powerful, and none of my and California, so comparison, no say, but me home L to 2 will be home. And that sense of competition is a manifestation of lack of meaning. So maybe original in life, no, I know in nature. Postpartum depression and perinatal mental health. Come and say, Monday Mekao has a study BIA Okufudia. Actually, say, a ma woman 7 months pregnant. Or compare Ghana with other countries. Yeah, man, more than 60% of them report to say they get physically and sexually abused 7 months pregnant and beyond. Now that's serious. And a breakdown. They don't want to see their children. They have a problem. Some can even go to the extent of even killing their children. And
really?
Yes, parental depression and parental mental health are very, very serious. Now, so be it now or anymore. And person can't chill away on authority. So your contribution as a father when your wife is pregnant is a serious consideration. Ebebuama wo ba no da achi ayefe. Enti abofra no ye ntwen me ye nwo Kwame data e ba kire say. Sa akra no wo uyem na wuko no efi ase ebemben na wo kakasade na oboa o support o. Ebi kwa enyom to. Kwame, the brain is powerful. And just say, akran wo yem no maame no is in a good state. Na na ni je onu say o mwa onu say o support no. Ehwiehwie enropa ewura abofra ne body mu na aboa ahyehye na dwene from the womb. And he said obana ba na onya de o school a ubi say ho 2 questions. Ye nyem no na o ye den. They tell me, you won't really now. What is your contribution to helping the child develop his intelligence? I mean, you say impulse. Because we are acting on impulse. Just say, ade ni see no na tenka esore etra na dwene enti impulse obi ba impulsive or act to the world via emotions atenka no ate say we losing adwuma yaden na impossible no wait me aye ade bi that moment na wait me epra no ho eno etumi sipa obi ate asem bi a epusu no wanya shock na ntama na act on impulse and the be one ma no kre you may not even pick clear indication but so when you be a when it differ in human relationships obi want to say anytime somebody is going through a challenge you by all means see some changes. Now the problem is that we don't ask. Ebi ohani usuru ja obi ko baka so me kubi san kra omuwa ntime de meja na abraba ma no yeah nti onka na onso say wo ko trouble mu a obi so tie na wo ko trouble mu a make it a bit easier for yourself to get help. You don't lose anything if you tell somebody say this is what I'm feeling. And you say it will be a kasa cry din emao. But we have also worked with people that encourage you to say maybe how you can talk, you can write it. And the social media or whatever be a but my son I'm not feeling well. Now nipa na fi aseno edi enkomo. Afei obi say what should I do when someone confide in me? Very good question. And hono very very important. In fact the opportune moment. A bria wenya akwanya bi a o nipa ndi ama say bomodea na sa abere no step in. Dia obetuma e bi ni. Number 1. Say upue no so bria ompra ne ho dia. So we pra ne ho dia a medical emergency. Say dia wanu madru wakati say manu madru ana say dia o de sika atwa ne ho na moje tu no. Ana say dia ne kon SM baby and no dia immediately yes happen dey tufo. So she obi na crisis no wa act on it a prebia bemu it is a medical emergency omodiana rush no straight to the hospital not the police station this wa na mbom no say police station bi ben ho na omo ka no betumi aboa wo na watumi afa bi pande na call a medical unit so a and also we encourage you
Prof. This FM 104.3 Good to meet